How's it going, everybody? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Today is Black Friday. I normally don't go out on Black Friday, but I happen to be around the Barnes and Nobles, and on Black Fridays they do 50% off Criterion collection. So I stopped in and I got a few things. I wanted to show you what I picked up. Also, I got my dog Charlie here. He's a good boy. I'm gonna put him. Go ahead, buddy. All right. So yeah, I got just a few movies, not a lot, but I thought I'd show you my pickup, my haul. The first thing I'll start off with is Tampopo. Um, this is like the Japanese western. It's about ramen. Let's see, it's a film by Juzo Itami. Um, Came out in 1985. It's the tale of an eccentric band of culinary ronin who guide the widow of a noodle shop owner on her quest for the perfect recipe. This rapturous ramen western by Japanese director Juzo Itami is an entertaining genre-bending adventure underpinned by a deft satire of the way social conventions distort the most natural of human urges, our appetites. Um, intercepting interspersing. Sorry, I don't know. I had a hard time with that. The efforts of Tampopo, played by Nobuko Miyamoto, and friends to make her cafe a success with the erotic exploits of a gastronome gangster and glimpses of food culture both high and low. The sweet, sexy, and surreal Tampopo is a lavishly inclusive paean to the sensational joys of nourishment and one of the most mouth-watering examples of food on film ever made. Um, I This is actually one of them I have not seen yet. I've been wanting to see it. It's been recommended to me a whole bunch of times. It's been on my list, so I'm really happy to pick it up. That's Tampopo. That's the Blu-ray. Um, the next thing is, and this is one of my favorite directors of all time. I love all of the films I've seen of his. This is Akira Kurosawa's Throne of Blood. So this is his version of Macbeth. This came out in 1957. I love Kurosawa films. One of my favorite films of all time is Rashomon, and if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend it. I think it's like a masterclass in cinema. I've been looking for Ran on Criterion whenever I go to Barnes and Nobles, which isn't very often. Um, I don't know if they're doing 50% off on their website, but I knew they were at Barnes and Nobles, so that's why I went there. I should check their website. I know. You want to come back up? Come on. Oh, good job. But this is one of his I also haven't seen yet. I've seen. Well, that's not entirely true. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but now I can watch the whole thing, and I'm really excited to. Again, Rashomon, Seven Samurai, Ikari. It's another great movie. I love that movie. They had that. They also had Seven Samurai, which I also love. I wanted to get Rashomon physically, but they didn't have it. Someday I will get it. Um, but yeah, Throne of Blood, Akira Kurosawa's Macbeth adaptation. That's Shakespeare's definitive tale of ambition and duplicity in a ghostly fog, enshrouded landscape in feudal Japan. As a hardened warrior who rises savagely to power, Toshiro Mifune gives a remarkable animalistic performance, as does Isuzu Yamada as its ruthless wife. Throne of Blood fuses classical Western tragedy with formal elements taken from No theater to create an unforgettable cinematic experience. I'm probably gonna watch this today, actually. Really excited to see this. I like. Okay, so Ran was, I believe, his last film, and by the time he made Ran, he was like Kurosawa was completely blind, pretty much. Um, and from what I understand, he basically, I think he drew what he wanted, or he told an artist what he wanted or how he wanted scenes to be shot, and then that's how they came up with the storyboards and everything. Um, yeah, Love Kurosawa. The last Criterion movie I picked up, and then there's one non-Criterion, but I love this movie. I can't wait to watch it again, and I've been wanting this. But this next Criterion movie um, is Franco Zeffirelli's Romeo and Juliet from 1968. Um, with Olivia Hussey and Leonard Whiting. It's supposed to be very good. It's supposed to be like one of the best adaptations um, of Shakespeare's work. I know it's a little bit controversial because there is some nudity in it, and I know that they were like they were not 18, they were kids, but putting that aside, well, obviously that's not okay. But putting that aside, I've heard this is a very good movie, and so I am looking forward to watching this. One of the great Shakespeare's adaptations, Franco Zeffirelli's sublime take on the Bard's immortal romantic tragedy, breathed a new life into the oft-told tale by casting actual teenagers into the title role. Oh, that's right, because usually they don't. Uh, as the young lovers whose affair threatens to inflame the tensions between their feuding families in Renaissance Verona, Olivia Hussey and Leonard Whiting vividly capture the mix of adolescence. Hold on, they put these. I gotta just open it. They put those like those theft stickers on it, and sometimes it covers the writing, so you can't really read it. I love when they'll do like some of the Blu-rays or 4Ks. They'll do like director approved, like 4Ks of Blu-rays, and then they'll come with like special features. Yeah, um, viewing vividly capture the mix of adolescence, ardor, and turmoil that fuels their destiny-driven liaison. A sensory banquet thanks to Nino Rota's delicate score and exquisite Oscar-winning costumes and cinematography. Romeo and Juliet is Shakespeare's at its most deeply felt and personal, passionately alive. Yeah, heard a lot of really good things about this, so I'm looking forward to watching this. And the last movie, I've seen this. I saw this in theaters. This is not Criterion, but this is something that I've been wanting for a long time, and it's not just the 4K, but it's the Steelbook, limited edition Steelbook 4K Blu-ray of The Boy and the Heron. Now, Hayao Miyazaki, I grew up watching like all of his films from Studio Ghibli. Spirited Away is one of my favorites of his. I don't know why they did that. They put like a sticky substance on the steel book to keep the cardboard. Now I gotta wash it. Yeah, Spirited Away is one of my favorite of his. Obviously, like Howl's Moving Castle, Kiki's Delivery Service, My Neighbor Totoro. Um, but this is The Boy and the Heron. This is a If you haven't seen this movie, it's such a beautiful film. It's a movie that before this, Hayao Miyazaki said, "I'm done making movies. I'm retiring." But then he came out and he made this, and then he said he's coming out making one more movie. I don't know anything about it yet. I don't know if there's anything out about it yet. Um, but it looks like it comes with some stuff. What is this? So it comes with a poster. It looks like. Oh, yeah. If I could get this, like, ever get this, like, signed by him or Pattinson, anyone in the movie, that'd be cool. Hang on to that, just in case. Um, Little booklet about the movie. Little, like, behind the scenes. What's this little booklet? There's some artwork in it. It says introduction. A young boy named Mahito, yearning for his mother, ventures into a world shared by the living and the dead. There, death comes to an end, and life finds a new beginning. Mahito's guide is part heron, part man, and cunningly juggles lies and the truth. The boy makes new friends, reunites with his mother, and meets the world's creator, the granduncle. I'm so glad we're I'm so glad you were here. A semi-autobiographical fantasy about life, death, and creation in tribute to friendship from the mind of Hayao Miyazaki. The little artwork. This movie is so good. 2023. Has it been that long already? And then the last thing it comes with is just this like Studio Ghibli collection on DVD, Blu-ray, and Steelbook. Because all their Steelbooks I think are limited edition, and it's just all of their movies. Um, yeah, this is such a good film. Highly recommend this. But yeah, that's everything I picked up this year for the Criterion collection at Barnes and Noble for Black Friday, as well as an additional film. So everything I picked up. Um, I'm not gonna show you the receipt because I ended up paying a little more than I would have liked, but it's fine. I got some movies that I wanted to see added to my collection. Um, but yeah, but that's about it. If you picked anything up, let me know in the comments down below what you picked up. Um, let me know, other movies you recommend me other movies to watch. There were some other ones I wanted to pick up, but I figured I had, I'd already got enough, so I decided to just not pick up anything else. At some point, if they do another sale, I'll pick up some more stuff or just throughout time. Even stuff like I've seen before, but I wanted to own the Criterion version of the movie, even though it's quite literally usually the same movie with just some extra features. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of my pickups down below. If you've seen any of them, if you haven't, or just let me know anything. Ask me questions, whatever. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye bye.